Kamala Harris, our vice president, just announced her running mate after 2 weeks of speculation hotter than a summer in Death Valley. Picture it, Washington, D.C., a parade of contenders, each trying to outshine the other like it's America's Got Talent. And in the end, Harris picks Tim Walz. Who? The governor of Minnesota. This is the latest in pop news with Lolly Parks. Lick on this. Now, Kamala had a tough job. She interviewed everyone from Josh Shapiro to Mark Kelly, even had a chat with Pete Buttigieg. It was like the political version of The Bachelor. After meeting with her vetting team led by Eric Holder, who probably cross-examined these candidates harder than a Law and Order episode, she zeroed in on Walz. Walz isn't just some random pick. This dude has been in the trenches. He's a former U.S. Army National Guard member, a teacher, and a 6-term congressman. He's got the political chops and the ability to connect with voters who think quinoa is a type of dance. Plus, he's been hitting Trump and JD Vance with the weird label. And you know that's going to stick in people's minds like a catchy pop song. Let's talk about the campaign. Harris and Walz are about to embark on a whirlwind 5-day tour, hitting 7 cities. It's like a political rock concert, but with fewer guitars and more speeches. They'll be in Philadelphia for a rally, and you can bet that's going to be more packed than a free pizza giveaway. According to a CBS poll, Harris is neck and neck with Trump. Yeah, you heard that right. It's tighter than my old jeans after Thanksgiving. They're tied in battleground states, and every move counts. Harris picking Walz is like adding extra sauce to your favorite dish. It's meant to spice things up just right. Now, some folks are saying, who cares about the VP pick? Trump and Vance have been playing it cool, saying it doesn't matter. But let's be real. We all know the VP can make a difference. It's like having a sidekick in a superhero movie. Sure, Batman can fight alone, but it's way more fun with Robin cracking jokes. Walz, with his progressive policies and ability to win over rural voters, is the perfect counterbalance. He's like the political Swiss Army knife, useful in any situation. Plus, he's got that relatable, I'm just a guy from Nebraska vibe that makes people feel like they could grab a beer with him. Let's not forget Walz's history. He's tackled issues from universal school meals to expanded worker leave. When George Floyd's murder put Minneapolis in the national spotlight, Walz was there navigating the turmoil. He's faced backlash and controversy, but he's come out standing tall like a Midwestern oak. And here's the kicker. Harris and Walz are set to receive a rapturous welcome at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Imagine the cheers, the confetti, the speeches. Former Presidents Obama and Clinton are endorsing them. It's going to be a political love fest. So as we gear up for this election, remember, Harris and Walz are here to show us what leadership looks like. They're ready to take on Trump and Vance, to fight for every vote, and to remind us that politics at its best is about bringing people together, not tearing them apart. Who exactly is Tim Walz? But wait, let's get into the nitty-gritty. The stuff that really makes Tim Walz a fascinating choice. This man has lived a life. Born and raised in West Point, Nebraska, in a small town where everybody knows your business. Walz grew up with the values of hard work and community. His dad was a public school administrator and his mom a community activist. This guy was practically destined to serve. After high school, Walz enlisted in the Army National Guard at 17. Let's just say he knows a thing or two about discipline and service. He spent 24 years serving his country while also being a school teacher. Yeah, that's right. He taught geography in Minnesota. So if you need someone who can explain where Timbuktu is while assembling a rifle in record time, Walz is your guy. In 2006, he decided to run for Congress. Now, this was in a staunchly Republican district, and everyone thought he was nuts. But guess what? He won. He beat a 6-term incumbent. That's like David beating Goliath if David was also juggling flaming swords while doing it. Walz served 6 terms in Congress, representing rural southern Minnesota. He wasn't just a politician, he was a community guy who people trusted. As governor, Walz has been a force of progressive change. In his first term, he legalized marijuana, pushed for abortion protections, and introduced gun control measures. This guy's got a checklist of progressive policies longer than a CVS receipt. And he's done all this while keeping a down-to-earth, approachable demeanor. His retort to Trump's weird comment went viral. He called out the GOP for their odd behavior and listed his accomplishments, all with a straight-shooting, no-nonsense attitude. Walz has also been at the center of critical moments in recent history. Remember the unrest following George Floyd's murder? Walz was there, managing the chaos, activating the National Guard, and addressing the nation. It wasn't perfect, but he showed up and took responsibility. That's leadership. Now think about this. Harris and Walz on a 5-day multi-city tour. They're going to hit Philadelphia, Eau Claire, Detroit, Durham, Phoenix, and Las Vegas. They'll be in all the key battleground states, shaking hands, giving speeches, and rallying the troops. It's like the ultimate road trip, but with more policy discussions and fewer bathroom breaks. And let's not forget, Harris and Walz are up against Trump and JD Vance. Trump is banking on his old tricks, but Harris and Walz are bringing fresh energy and new ideas. This election isn't just about beating the other side. It's about presenting a vision for the future, a vision where we come together to tackle the big issues facing our nation. Harris and Walz have the experience, the ideas, and the heart to lead this country. They're not perfect, but they're real. They faced challenges, made tough decisions, and they're ready to do it again. This is more than just a campaign. It's a movement for a better America. So as we move towards November, remember this. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are here to lead, to inspire, and to unite us all. It's going to be a wild ride, but with them at the helm, we're in good hands. All right, folks, let's wrap this up. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are ready to take on Trump and Vance. They're prepared to fight for every vote. This election is about more than politics. It's about the soul of our nation. So let's get out there, let's vote, and let's make history together. In the comments section, tell me what you think about Kamala's running mate choice. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe to get the latest in pop news. This is Lolly Parks with Lolly's Pop News signing off. See you at the polls.